So here's a real question. How was the Afrostarcrew formed? So we have Chelsea dropping out of the Skydancers, getting herself meeting up with Marion and some other 2 to 3 dancers, teaming up and forming a group. How did it all start? Like, what made actually Chelsea to drop out of the Skydancers to create her own group? It's all dancers, all the Skydancers were living in Gate B, but only Chelsea used to come from Gate A. Of all these 14 dancers, for all those who understand the setup in Nairobi, this place is called Mamitao. You all know that there is something that is called Rounda. If you have been to places that are these streets like Mita, we have Rounda. So what makes up Rounda? It's these gates. Like we had Zone 2B made up of 4 gates, Rounda Ine. So the time now it's around 2020 in November. Skydancers have been in existence for like 2 months. That's August and October. And we have all the dancers from the Skydancers coming from a specific gate. Let's name it B. But we only have Chelsea coming from Gate A. Now, most of the time Chelsea could miss out. Chelsea could just, not be aware of what's happening on this other side. For those who understand what I'm talking about, in Nairobi we have something that was quite hard for Chelsea to be aware of what's happening, to catch up with the rest of these guys. Sometimes they could practice and leave her behind. So Chelsea found that one quite disturbing, and what she thought is starting her own group. Now she teamed up with dancers who used to come to Skydancers but could not get a chance to dance with Akina Tyra and Maggie. Why? Because you couldn't just dance with Akina Tyra. Right now Tyra is my superstar. Right now Akina Maggie is my superstar. There's nothing that you can do to them. You can just come and dance with them. Rule number 1. Rule number 2, you must just prove it. Prove it, because we had some of those dancers ambao walikuwa bullies in Skydancers. So sometimes it was so hard for new dancers to come in and actually make it. So Chelsea got out of the group, teamed up with people like Marion. Marion could come to the Skydancers, ask for permission to dance, but she could get denied, and all those access, she didn't have any access to the Skydancers at this particular moment. And it happened that Marion is staying with Chelsea the same roundup. So Chelsea and Marion are coming from this particular gate, and the Skydancers are coming from the other gate. So most of the time when the Skydancers are dancing, Chelsea is not around. So Chelsea is not aware of what is happening. But Chelsea knows one thing. Marion had asked for permission to dance with the Skydancers, but her dream and everything was just denied by Kina Maggie. Maggie could not allow dancers ambao labda in quote ambao walikuwa na defeat waingie Skydancers. So Maggie was this person of her own zone, like, no, I control the group. So if you want to join us, make some payment. If you want to join us, show me, prove it that you can dance. Okay? So Maggie used to be choosy, Maggie used to be selective, and Tyra, and we had dancers who could bully those new dancers who could join, who really wanted to dance with the Skydancers, but they could not get a chance. So it was kind of hard. Marion was one of those dancers who wanted to join the Skydancers, but never got a chance. So teaming up here, these two, this is Chelsea and Marion. They are trying to start a dance group, and now they are coming from a phone, wanaichukua, wanaenda on a train, okay, until they come to me one day, November, at around this date was around 20th. They tell me they have a group made up of 5 people. So who are these 5 people? Here's Rehema dropping out of the sky. Which songs are you dancing? They said we are not into more of gengeton, because at this particular time there was so much of gengeton being played on the airwaves and everywhere. But they only had one request. They wanted to dance to most of the American songs. So I asked them, what is the name of the group? They had not come up with a group yet, so I decided to call them Afrostarcrew. And they were good with it. One actually rejected, no one came up with another opposing suggestion. So we went with the Afrostarcrew, created a channel for them, and that's how the Skydancers, and that's how the Afrostarcrew started. This was around November 2020, during Corona period. So, getting to see how these girls are dancing, like, man, I have never seen nothing the Skydancers do, but I have seen dance when it comes to Afrostarcrew. Who is Marion? Man, talented. They are trying to dance to these American songs, and I'm like feeling it. When these two girls, especially Marion and Chelsea, are dancing, you could just feel it. You could just like, wow. It's like they're taking you out of Africa and they're just taking you somewhere. So I love the dance, and everybody else loved these two dancers. And our first video, amazingly, this was our first kabebanga, got actually a lot of views. Right now it's close to 200,000. That's our first video. Imagine our first video on YouTube. We're not talking about settling for less, but the Skydancers are here, and these girls used to dance. I'm telling you, by this particular time they were motivated, and they had only one thing and one wish: to overtake the Skydancers, so they could just dance. And actually I remember this day when Maggie came over. We were shooting on the road, and she actually got a chance to look at how Chelsea and now Marion are dancing. She was just speechless. What? So the whole entire, this on 2B, we had seen something that we haven't seen for a while. This is not gengeton, this is this girl Lele songs. So these two girls and the rest of Nisi and Rehema, they're dancing like crazy. Alright? Now, we are starting to get a lot of Chelsea specifically. When looking at those videos, you could not get your eye off Chelsea.